Here's your daily Did You Know for December 16th, 2025. Is Google about to disrupt the real estate market again? It looks like they're testing putting real estate sale listings directly into search results. Imagine searching for a new home and seeing full property details, being able to request a tour, and contacting an agent, all without leaving Google. This could seriously shake things up for the big online real estate portals. Speaking of homes, let's talk insurance. This year's global insurance losses are around $107 billion, mostly due to the California fires. That's actually 24% lower than last year when Hurricanes Helene and Milton hit the U.S. back, causing $140 billion in losses. Still, wind and hail remain the biggest culprits for homeowner claims. And get this, your home insurance premium is expected to jump by about 8% this year, more than double the rate of inflation. Despite these payouts, U.S. property and casualty insurers are still estimated to have made between $100 and $170 billion in profit last year. Now for a fascinating tale of two cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. A few years ago, St. Paul introduced a strict 3% cap on annual rent increases. Meanwhile, Minneapolis, just a 16-minute drive away, focused on building more housing. The result? In St. Paul, new apartment permits plummeted by nearly 80% and investment dried up. From 2022 to 2024, rents in St. Paul actually grew more than twice as fast as in Minneapolis. Minneapolis rents rose only 0.7%, far below the national average, while St. Paul's went up 1.8%. It's a real-world experiment on how to handle housing costs. Let's shift to energy. The price of oil is down 21% from last year, and that's a big deal for some states. Texas, for example, loses about $85 million in state revenue for every $1 drop in oil prices. Last year, oil and gas taxes brought in $8.5 billion for Texas, but that's still less than 5% of their total state revenue. It's a much bigger piece of the pie in other states, making up 23% of revenue in Oklahoma and 25% in Louisiana. Meanwhile, natural gas prices have been on a roller coaster, up 47% since June, but down 26% since a recent surge, landing right back where they've been for the past 3 years. And finally, a history lesson. On this day in 1773, the Boston Tea Party took place. But here's the twist most people miss. It wasn't a protest against high taxes. It was a protest against a tax cut. The Tea Acts actually made tea cheaper for the colonists. The real issue was the principle. The colonists were furious about taxation without representation in Parliament asserting its right to tax them at all. Plus, the act gave a monopoly to the British East India Company, which squeezed out local colonial merchants. So it was less about the price of tea and more about who had the power to set the price. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow the instant results method for elite insights on discipline, wealth, and real estate.